Hi, myself Abhishek, and today we will be creating a 2D game in Unreal Engine 5. So, let's begin. Firstly, go to New Project and choose 2D Scroller. Now, name your project as My Game and now create your project. Wait for the window to launch. Now, we can see a 2D template of as provided by Unreal. Uh, we can play it and we can jump hover over it, and we can play a mini game and test all the features provided under this template. Now we escape out of it. Now we need to acquire some assets and to modify this predefined template. So, and this 2D view 2D game is also under 3D. We can adjust the background depth. So to create some assets, we go to the HIO, go to games, assets, then to 2D, and then we can select our hero. We are creating a Mario like game. So we should download a Knight. Yeah, free Knight. Here it is. Click on download now. No thanks, just take me to the downloads. Download it. The files are downloaded in zip format. We have to unzip it and we have to extract our main characters and main actions of our hero. So clicking over our uncompressed file, so these are some of the features animations provided under this night asset, and these are the time bound animations that are namely attack, crouch, death, ideal, fall, jump, and like this. We don't have to cover all these animations under our single small game. We'll just take those assets that are required by us, that will be required by us. So I chose attack, death, run, jump, and idle. That will be okay. Now deleting all the useless parts. Now coming back to Unreal Engine. Yeah. Now we can directly copy paste these files under a new folder which name is 2D characters. We can directly click over it and drag and drop our files inside the new folder. Now we have to right click over each and every file, click on sprite actions and apply 2D paper texture settings. This will provide a separate background to our every animation action. Now we have to right click over it and choose extract sprites from the sprite actions menu. This will extract each and every frame of the animation. We have to do this with all the four animations, all the five animations. Run was final, yeah. Now we have to create an animation that is supported under Unreal, and it is done using flipbook. So I have to create a flipbook, name it attack 1, and yeah, our flipbook has been created. It is just simple. You just have to select all the images, right click, and click on create flipbook menu. Doing the same with all 5 of our animations. So the flipbook of each and every animation has been created. Now we go to blueprints and click on blueprints, 2D scroll character, and now we'll go to animations handle, and from it we'll be selecting how our hero will act when he is in ideal position. So we have to click over ideal flipbook. We have to choose false and click on ideal flipbook, and true when it is running. We have to choose running flipbook animation as we have created. We have to save it, and yes, our hero has been applied to Unreal Engine successfully. Now we have to go to viewport and change the ideal settings of the robot, predefined default robot, and we have to change it to our ideal night. We have to choose and scale it in z axis. I am providing equal dimensions in every axis. Yeah, that's great. Now we'll save it and compile it successfully. Now we can see that in the template the robot is gone and our knight has arrived. We can control it using our predefined WASD keys for upward, downward, right and left respectively, but we are seeing that it is not jumping properly. It is running in the air, so we have to create the jumping animation. So for it we will escape out of the play menu and open the blueprints. We'll go to content, 2D scroller. We'll go to blueprints. On the handle animation tab, we'll create some new programming over it. We will drag a thread and we have a branch, and from the branch we will join a set flipbook. To add the jump feature, we have to provide the character movement in our blueprint. So, character movement is to be branched with is falling. So, character is our character is falling, and its and character target is to fall when it jumps, and its return value is provided in the branch. And when the statement is true, when our character is about to jump, we will select jump set flipbook, and false when it is false, we will set it to ideal. Now the blueprint for jump settings has been created successfully. We have to just provide jump flipbook to the targeted true statement, and then we have to compile it. Now we minimize the blueprint menu, and now our character is jumping under play option. Yeah, we restored its factory settings, and then it is freely jumping in the air without running in the air. Now to create the background of our game, we go to HIO, we go to games, we go to 2D games, and then we'll select the best environment suited for our game that we like, and how whatever we uh, think of designing. I chose this pirate theme, and I'll download it. It has been downloaded. Enter zip menu. We have to unzip this file. So to unzip this file, we have to extract this. I chose some of the tile sets extracted from the downloads, and these six were my final tile sets. So now I'll click on the tile set, click on sprite actions, and apply 2D paper settings to provide them backgroundless images. Now we'll right click and go to create tile set. This will create a new tile set of our images that we have downloaded in the definite resolution. We have to do this with our every tile, whichever we want to use. Now click on the tile. We can see a UV editor here over here, from which we can select our tile and successfully create multiple of them. We'll firstly have to select uh, su- uh, the tiles from every tile set, whichever we like, and then we have to save it. And for that we have to define the size of the tile in the x and y direction respectively. I went through many of the dimensions, out of which I found that 32 cross 32 was the most favorable one. The struggle for finding the dimensions of the tile was way beyond uh, our game characters assets. We go to sprite actions and then create tile set. Now we'll choose our tile set. We click on add box and then we'll save it. Now we'll create a tile map in which the box that whatever box we selected and saved uh, comes up over here, and we can create our background tiles from it. Like I chose these soil and terrain. I can easily provide dimensions to the multiple tile background whichever I need. I would like to go with 10 cross 5, and I'll choose the fill option and choose my tile, choose my terrain, choosing a small block from terrain. And our background tile has been created successfully. Now adjusting it as per our requirements. Now we are saving the tile. As you can see, the terrain tile has been created. Now we just have to drag and drop it into our template, and we have to resize it to match the requirements of our game. Now we'll save it and hover it over our template, and now we just have to set its dimensions. The dimensions are set using the scale menu. We will edit 5 cross 5 cross 5 to provide a standard and universal tile settings to our tile. Now as we can see, uh, it the tiles look like pretty much similar. We wish to create a different tile, so adding more tile sets over these tiles. This can be done using the UV editor that we are opening. As we can see, this 2D game is also built under 3D, such so that we can set the background tile in the position of background tile in Z axis. Now as you can see, the tile set has been shifted backwards of our platforms, which definitely looks fine. Now just we have to follow some very simple steps. Select the tiles, and we just have to scale it and position it to provide a certain background to our game. It is also much easier to create coin based games or a villain attack game in 2D, but due to the lack of time, we are just creating a game that allows the user to run and jump over the screen. Doing it one more time. Now positioning the tile set in the background. Now as we play, we can see our character. Now to provide some extra tie to the tile set, we open the UV editor and save the changes and compile it. Now as you can see, our game is like completed, that that we wish to make. The tile sets are edited using the UV editor provided under the blueprints. Now as you are playing, now we wish to extract our game in the setup and package files. So we go to edit, and in the about we can add the thumbnail of our game and write a very attractive description of our game that we created. We can also describe our missions here, and this is the project ID and the name provided by Unreal. It is provided default by the Unreal Engine. I am just providing description as my game 404 error game. We have to edit these project information before extracting the game, and display title for my game is get ready to fight. Now going to maps and moods. Now go to packaging. We wish to use pack files. Pack files consist of all the packages and the setup of our game that we developed, and in the project tab we'll select the shipping menu to provide the shipping configuration. Shipping configuration is basically a beta development stage of our game. Now we go to platforms in which we wish to publish our game. I select Windows. Now as you can see, we are provided with variety of icon and splash managers. We can also set the audio and the game pre-opening settings. This is the default image provided by Unreal. It would be displayed to us at the starting when we launch our game. Now we'll go and click save this. Now we wish to launch our game on desktop. We have to select all our files, and our game is about to compile. This might take a few minutes or even some longer time depending upon your PC. It take a longer duration in my PC, so I'll fast forward it. Now the shaders are compiling. Shaders are basically all the files that are compiling, and the numbers will be decreased as soon as your files are getting compiled. Now we'll go to file and select our package project, and we will wish to choose Windows 64-bit. Since my PC is 64-bit operating my PC is based on 64-bit operating system, so we'll provide the definite location to our setup that is being extracted from the game from the compiled files. So we'll name the new folder as my new game 404. An error popped out. So we'll create a new folder above here. Our packaging project, that is our package file, is being downloaded inside our windows. This might take a while. We shall minimize it and open the directory that we provided for the launcher to install. As we can see, my launcher is ready to get launched. My system just freezed. As we can see, the compilation process has ended now. Now going to our launcher one more time and launching it. This might take a while. Right click over it and click launch game. As you can see, our game editor of Unreal is opening, and in a very short time our game will also get opened. Our game has been successfully launched in the Windows 64-bit operating system, and with the help of Unreal Engine we can create any kind of game. This is just a very short and sleek representation of the power of Unreal Engine. This is just a 2D game, and we missed many of our animations like attack and so many others. We can also create uh, a mission based game, a target based game. We can also add a score, a leaderboard, and many things. So this was pretty much fun creating this game, and it took like much hours to work over it. And thank you, this was my game. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.